everybody. Hey, good day, good day, good day. Happy Monday. I am in the car, as you all can see. I'm in the car. I am, you want to know where exactly I am right now? I am on the side of the road before you go across the Whitestone Bridge. Yes, that's where I am. So you can see the comments and stuff. But good day, good morning, everybody. Please make your comments. I'll see it afterwards. So let's see. Welcome to Morning Sip. I'm Melissa. SIP is Spirit in Practice. Spirit in Practice. And so we're going to get it in. We're going to get it in right here on the side of the road. I'm on my way to pick up my niece to drive her to school. And there she is texting me right now. So we're just going to ignore that for a moment. And, okay. All right, y'all. Let me get myself together. I'm laughing because every car that goes by is like stopping to look to see like what's going on. What's going on? All right, so I know that last week we wrapped up our GPS series. And through that series, another series is coming into form. Let's say that. It has triggered another series. And that's happened a couple of times. I have a couple of things that I want to say about GPS. And then you will see how it inspired the next series. Yes? All right. So yesterday we had our meditation with the moon. It was the blue moon, the blue full moon. We had a wonderful time. And after the meditation with the moon on New Thought Media Network, we have our after party on Zoom where we do some sharing about the experience. And so I want to share a little something that came up because everyone had a similar experience during the meditation of their minds just being all over the place. Monkey mind on fleek, right? Monkey mind on steroids, just all over the place, right? Everyone shared that was their experience. However, Sekou shared, and he shared on his show yesterday, so get the full breadth of what he shared by listening to his show, the Be Your Own Hero show yesterday. But he shared something that just triggered, it sparked inspiration. And what he shared was, even though his mind was all over the place, he was calling his squirrel mind, squirrel, right, all over the place, something still came through, right? And that came through was a memory from a long time ago of him responding to a question on an interview about what he wanted to do, like what he wanted to do in this organization, what he wanted to do in his life. I think that was it, what he wanted to do in his life. And Sekou responded, he wanted to uplift and inspire people, right? This is years and years ago, right? And at the time that Sekou was sharing this in the after show, it seemed as if he realized that is what he is doing right now, right? And so we had to remind him, boy, that's what you're doing right now, inspiring and uplifting people, right? And so that memory that came up for him, and we all have this. We all have that sometimes it feels like a deja vu, right? It feels like a hunch about something, right? A memory, a dream, right? Like a daydream coming back to remind us, to help us to remember what our intention is, right? What is our intention for being here on this plane now? What is it? So on Sunday, at Rockland CSL, I gave a talk about GPS, and that really kind of wrapped up the GPS series until Meditation with the Moon happened. And what I shared was that your intention, we each chose every every last one of us chose our intention before we came into this form, right? We were with the divine and we chose our intention. And what I shared on Sunday is one of the African parables. I'm taking this amazing class with Dr. Will Coleman on African spirituality, and it is just a gift, to say the least. And so he shared this African parable about before we were here. So before I was here as Melissa, I was with the divine. Before you were here, you were with the divine. In African spirituality of Ifa, we were with Orun, right? We were with Orun, God. And we chose our intention. In African spirituality, it's called your Ori, O-R-I. We chose our Ori. We chose our Ori. So we was like, okay, God, this is what I want to do, right? When I come into the human form, this is what I want to do. This is my intention. This is my purpose. Yes? Yes, right? So there's Sekou, talking to God, hanging out, right? And God's like, what you want to do, Sekou? And Sekou says, I want to uplift and inspire people. That's my Ori, right? So he chose that Ori. He chose that Ori. I'm there with God, hanging out. God said, okay, Melissa, what you want to do? I want to work with joy. I want to be joy. I want to experience joy. I want to be a vessel for joy. Okay, that's your Ori. That's your Ori, your intention, right? And then the physicalness happens, right? So we are in we are conceived. Yeah, the African parable goes like this: you are conceived. You have already selected your Ori, your intention, your reason for being, right? You are conceived. You are in the womb, right? You are in the womb, and then when you come through the birthing canal and you are born, and the umbilical cord's cut between your mother, right, and you forget. You forget your Ori. And so your life is a journey of remembering your Ori. And so your Ori is that guide of your life, your intention for your life. So when Sekou was at the interview, and the man asked him what he wanted to do with his life, and he said uplift and inspire people way back then, right? That's his Ori, helping him to remember. And then yesterday we're doing meditation with the moon, and that memory comes up. That is his Ori, guiding him to remember what he chose. What he chose from before being here, that he is now remembering and being right now. Right? We forget. But it's not forgotten. It's not forgotten. Your Ori, your intention, your purpose is embedded in your superconscious. Yes? And so that's the power of meditation. When we do meditation with the moon, we are in dialogue. We are in dialogue with the superconscious. Our superconscious mind connects the superconscious mind of the divine, of God, of the universe, right? And even though we may feel like nothing is happening because it's divine and we can't focus, it's happening. It's happening. The connection is always connected, and we are remembering. We're remembering. So when I asked that question last week, what is your system of positioning yourself for guidance? And I said that my position is within, yes, and that spirit is my guide, and my system is my spiritual practice. And part of my spiritual practice is meditation, right? And meditation is a tool that we can use as part of our GPS, right? To dialogue with the truth of who and whose we are. Dialogue with our Ori, to dialogue with our Ori, and for our Ori to dialogue with us so that we can remember, so that we can see that we are still on the path, right? We're still on the path, we're still on our journey. And some of us may be having a dialogue with our GPS system that is telling us to return to the root, right? I shared last week. Return to the route, because some folks said thought I was saying root as in ROOT, and I am. That counts too. The root, we are. Yes. So return to it. Be gentle and kind with yourself. I said, when our GPS detects that we might take the route or went a different way, it says to us, return to the root, return to the route, return to the root, return to the root, right? Just calm can be. It's not yelling at us. It's not getting frustrated with us. And we can use that as a model for how we can be with ourselves. Gentle, calm, patient as we return to our root. Return to our intention that we chose. That we chose. Return to our Ori by remembering who we are, whose we are, and why we are here. Here. When they say, what's your why? Your why is your Ori. Your why is your Ori. So all of that has led me to a series. And so the new series is Ori. Ori. Yes, Ori. So that's where we're going this week. That's where we're going. What is your Ori? You know what it is. You know what it is. We just have to remember. We just have to remember. And your GPS, your guidance positioning system, your God power system is all that you need to return to the root. Return to the root that is within you. All right, y'all. All right. So that's where we're going. I hope you're coming with me because it's a journey. Yes, it is. So I am Rev Melissa. I am an ordained interfaith minister. I am a licensed religious science practitioner. I am a purpose coach. I am spiritual director, aka pastor of Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living. And it is my joy, my greatest joy, to do this work, to see my Ori, to experience my Ori, to give my Ori to each one of you. So if you need support with connecting, remembering your Ori, your intention, your purpose, please reach out to me. You could DM me and we could set up some time to talk. If you would like to support my ministry, so my Ori, y'all, you can do so by doing and giving a love offering at Cash App or Venmo at iamrevmelissa. I appreciate the generosity. I so appreciate being engaged with you in the giving and the receiving and the receiving and the giving. Yes? All right. Living life in joy, connected to our yes. Wherever we are, on the side of the road, at home, no matter what, that is what we're doing. That is our yes. That is our yes. All right, so let's get into some joy news real quick. So I mentioned we had our meditation with the moon yesterday. So I want to shout out to those of you who joined me at 4 a.m. Eastern Time. My mother, yes, my mother was in the house. Ron, who is part of Rockland CSL, so it's wonderful for me to see the two coming together, the Rockland CSL and the Congregation of Joy coming together. So thank you, Ron, for being here, Nan, and Sekou, and we had a good time. So some of us came over to the after party and we shared and we fellowshiped, and we just got to connect with you a little more and a little deeper. Yes? So the next meditation with the moon is September 6th, 4 a.m. Eastern Time. Is I believe that's on Labor Day. So that's a holiday for many folks. So many of us have that day off. So no excuses, right? That's a Monday, September 6th, 4 a.m. Eastern Time, meditation with the new moon. So please join me for that right here where you're watching me now. And then we have the after party on this Sunday, y'all, is Living Life in Joy. We had an amazing time this past Sunday with my amazing Wasita. She is a holistic wellness practitioner. She does sound bath healing. She is a certified doula, and she shared the power in the energy work that she's doing. And she even gave a demonstration with one of her singing bowls and times. I have already put it out there that I'm going to have for my birthday. My birthday's in October. I celebrate the whole month. You know I do. And so I will be having one of them be doing a sound bath birthday gathering. So that's going to be hot. I can't wait for that. So please check out Sunday's show. If you missed it, watch the replay. This Sunday, my guest host is Sekou Wright. You'll know Sekou, my producer, the host and creator of the Be Your Own Hero show. He is going to be the and I'm going to be on vacation, but I'll still be, doing morning sip, so it's all good. But he's going to fill in for me on Sunday, and he has a spectacular. So you want to see that this Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. All right? All right, so with that being said, we could just say cool, and you pop on 4 minutes since I was talking about you today in morning. You want to join?
We're gonna try it. If it goes wonky, we're gonna cut
it.
Okay. But yeah, I appreciate the reframe, and also I just want to say that it's really important to not only to go within, but also to have other people reflect back to you who you are and what you're about. Because if I hadn't talked about the memory of that interview during the after party, you all couldn't have reflected back to me that that's what I'm doing now, that I'm uplifting and inspiring people now. And I totally would have missed it. Because when you guys said it, I was like, oh, I guess, so it's important to use our GPS to connect within and also to talk about it. Don't let it all happen up here. You got to interact with people so they can reflect back to you. Yeah, you're actually doing the thing. You're using your aura. You're on your path. You're doing that stuff. So I think that's really important.
Yes. Community is so important. That's one of the other things that I'm about for spirituality. Everything happens in community. Everything happens in community, from birth all the way through the life cycle to death, and then all over again. Right? It's all in community. So that's a really good point. So you have your community. I'm so grateful to be part of your community. The Congregation of Joy is a community, y'all. Path together. It makes me think about one of the navigation apps is Waze, right? And you can see other people using Waze, and then they share information about what's happening on the roadways and the highways and where the police are and all that good stuff, right? It's a community, right? Sharing information, giving you a heads up, right? It's the same thing that we do for each other. And the meditation with the moon evolves to a real intimate, powerful sharing, reflecting, reframing, and remembering who we are with each other, and I have to say, y'all, as each other, because it's all one. We're all one. All right, y'all. It's today's morning sip on location on the side of the road of Whitestone Bridge. I'm on my way to get you, Lissetti, so girl, you better be ready. And I will see Eddie tomorrow for Morning Sip. Our new series is Ori. O-R-I. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So peace and blessings. Peace, life. Enjoy. Connected to our yes.